I'm gonna count to 3. Let's go on 2. 1, 2, 3. And it was just such a dumb joke. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny.
Hi.
Hi.
I was looking into some interviews and I saw that you asked Seth Meyers in a recent interview if you got nervous when interviewing stars. To that I respond to you, I am terrified.
Are you really?
I'm fine. So
You seem like you're cool as a cucumber.
thank you. I'm gonna do my best. So anyway, so let's just jump into it. You were 15 years old when the Ghostbusters movie came out. So as a fan of the saga, what were you the most excited about when doing this film? Like the car, the working with the cast?
Well, that was the number one thing, was I was going to get to work with the original Ghostbusters. And as somebody who's just been my whole life, I've been a comedy nerd. I mean, and so to get to work with these legends was the thrill of a lifetime. It was great putting on a suit. It was cool putting on the pack. I mean, I've seen Ghostbusters, forever, and driving the car. Absolutely surreal, and I can't believe that I'm here getting to do this, but really sitting around and talking to Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd about Saturday Night Live or other movies they did, and it was, I just couldn't process it. It was crazy.
What can I say? I'm already talking to you, so that's already insane. Something that also really touched me about the film was your relationship with Phoebe. Nice choice of name, by the way. I enjoyed that a lot.
I had nothing to do with it.
I was very pleased.
Good.
I'm just gonna say that. But I am very close with my stepdad as well. He's been in my family for 14 years. So it was really nice to see some recognition. So what a nice thing it is to show kids that they have a second chance at having a father.
It was, this is the kind of the crucial part about this character, and then my place in the story, which is I'm kind of new to the family, but we're not married. I'm not really the stepdad yet. Who knows if they do more of these things, where it would go, but it's still kind of a part of the family. I've moved with the family. We live together. So trying to figure out how much of just a friend am I to these kids? How much of an authority figure should I be? These are the things that I think families or certain people might be able to relate to, and was important to the filmmakers that we kind of focus on that.
Yeah, totally. So to kids that maybe don't have a good father, or knowing that there's that possibility.
There are people out there that care about you, that can come in and have your best interest at heart, that might not be your actual parent, and maybe they haven't even shown up yet.
Yeah, exactly. So my boss right here is a huge fan, and he's promised to buy me lunch if he gets to ask a question.
Oh, yeah.
So is it okay if he steps in for a second?
The same way you asked to Dan Aykroyd about Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
It's necessary to ask you about the work with the original cast. For example, did Bill Murray improvise some lines like he used to do in his films, or he always read all the lines like in the script?
No, Bill Murray, working with Bill Murray is a very unique experience. It's a thrill because he's truly an icon, legendary. And he would always change things up. He would sometimes sit with his script and write jokes out and pitch them and come up with things, and then improvise stuff in the moment. And it's always a little bit, when you get to sit in a scene and watch him do it and watch how he works, is a little bit like seeing, so that's how Paul McCartney writes a song. So you have this, I can't believe I have a front row seat to real genius happening here at the moment. And occasionally, they'll say, he'll come up with something, and I'm like, that is hilarious. He did it on the last one we did. They only worked briefly, but in Afterlife, I remember he said, I'm gonna count to 3. Let's go on 2. 1, 2, 3. And it was just such a dumb joke. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. It's brilliant. Go on 2. Count to 3. Go on 2.
Oh my God. Anyway, whatever, dream come true. Last question, because we only have 30 seconds. So
okay.
I can do this. So, for Halloween, your daughter decided to go as the Wasp, and you went as Weird Al.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, if your daughter decides to go something Ghostbusters related, what would you wear?
I'd probably go as Pee Wee Herman.
Oh my God. Okay. Good one.
I don't know. It's like Weird Al, Pee Wee Herman. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna have me dressed as Ant-Man, and I wouldn't do it. Like, come
No,
on.
she wouldn't let you?
Well, she's, it's like I was surprised that, like, I was touched, but something tells me, yeah. She's like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna hang with my friends anyway. And I think those days are sadly over for me.
She doesn't know who Dad is. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much.